Hello everyone, welcome back. So, I have here a 1966 Rogers model 1950 stove. Oh yeah, my first Mil Spec stove. Totally stoked. Check this puppy out. Now, I'll be honest with you, looking at it, it does not look like it's been used a lot. I'm going to guess maybe it was turned on. But, yeah, this looks like it's in great condition. Let me take out the pump slash other nonsense that's in there. Now, this is the first one I have. Totally stoked on having it. So I'm going to go through what I know. I watched a few videos from Rob over at Coleman Restorations and Repair and Bluegrass Bushcraft. And he's just a wealth of knowledge on these things. But I'll tell you, inside the fount, it's spotless. Again, I don't even know if this was ever used. So let's take a look inside the pump. Let me make sure I got everything getting filmed here. All right. So we got a little green on the leather, which looks in excellent condition. Very pliable. Spring looks good. And this is full of goodies in here. Let's take a look. Got an extra pump cap. We got some packing for the valve. It's all in good shape. And there should be, there's the seal for the, ooh, this is still nice and pliable, for the now I don't even see a seal in here. Check that out. I'm guessing this goes in one of these sides, not that one, not that one. Maybe it goes on here. Oh yeah, there it is. Told you this is the first one I ever had. Let's check the pliability of the one that's in there. Oh yeah, nice and soft. Alright, so we got all of that, and I think there's something else should be in there. Yes, the vaporizer. Check that out. So we got a little green nastiness, which is not a big deal. And it also has the wrench and then I believe there's another vaporizer right here. If you could see this. Nope, you can't see it. Right here. Let's pop that off. And there it is. Another vaporizer. So that's all your parts that came with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this frame here and clean this puppy up. So we have, let me move this out of the way. We have some screws right here. What I'm going to do is, just so I put it back exactly the way I took it off, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape here that I'll remember goes over the fuel hole. Because I want to do just some cleaning on it. And I'm not doing any kind of crazy restoration, obviously, because it's in really good shape. Alright, so we have those screws off. That should lift right off. Now, this, I believe, is either going to be asbestos or it's going to be fiberglass. And I don't know which it is. So I'm just going to tuck that back down for now. Try not to get any dust on me. Alright, so there you have it. It's as far as I'm going to break it down. And what I'm going to do is, I am going to clean the fount. Maybe do a little cleaning on this preheating cup here. Like I said, very minimal. Maybe a little brushing on here. And put this all back together. And we're going to fire it up. Now, I got some advice from Rob to have something to snuff out in case there's a big fireball. So I made this little can here I could just put on top. It's just 2 coffee cans with the middle moved out of one, the bottom moved out of one. And what I'll do is I'll fire it up without this on it. And we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm not looking to make this look brand new. Far from it. I just want to clean it. I want to test it out, and then it's going to be a display piece. So I'm just going to get some very simple dishwashing soap and a rag. Brush this off first in case there's any particles on it. It'll scratch it, and clean that up. Do a little brushing on the burner, and I'll bring you back. All right, so the fount cleaned up great. I mean, look at that. Very, very happy with that. I cleaned up the burner bowl, I guess you want to call it. I don't know the names of everything on this stove, but that came out great. Cleaned up this little tab that you use that covers the spare parts. The pump leather was all cracked. Hopefully that shows up. So we're going to use the spare that came with it, and I'll use that one as a template to make a new one to put with the spare parts. Now, I was watching a video from Rob on him rebuilding one of these pumps, and he said to check. Look at that. Doesn't have the size. Let's see. Oh, that's the size. Okay, so that's what this tool is for. Let's take this off. Okay, that's pretty loose. And in here is what he called the pip and a spring. Okay, that looks a little different. No, it doesn't look different than what he had. But that looks clean as heck. So I'm not going to mess with that. That's where the pump leather was. I got to clean that up. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty clean. So I'm just going to put that back. Again, I don't think this was used that much. I really don't. Okay. So we got that back. Next thing I'm going to do is fish out this pump cap that's all the way down at the bottom of my oil. I can't grab. paper towel so I don't drip oil all over. Alright. It's nice and pliable. So now we're going to put this back. Let me clean the end of this off. What do we got here? Where's my screw for that? Hello? There it is. Hiding. What I got here is just a little piece of inner tube that I just put around here to get a grip on this. And then I'll tighten this down. Okay. So we got that tight. I'll put a little bit splat. If anyone's curious what oil I use, I just use all-purpose machine oil from Singer. What do they recommend? Neatsford oil. But this is what I have. This is what I use, and it works fine for me. All right, let's put the parts back into the. Let me look in there. See if it's dirty. Where's my little light? Ah, we got a little green in there. I don't know if you could see it. I'm going to clean that out. I'll bring you back. All right, so we have that cleaned out. This goes in there. You know what? I think I'm going to put this back the way it was. Actually, I think this was in there first. And we'll put this back in. Then you know what? Let me just give this a quick clean, and I'll bring you back. I'm just going to use a little baking powder and water just to give this a quick clean. All right. Quick clean. Again, I didn't want to remove all the patina. I want to, you know, keep this looking its age. All right, let me see now if I remember how everything goes. I think the spring goes first. Then this one? No, this one. This one should go this way, and then this one this way? Nope. This one this way, and then this one this way. And then this in here. Okay, and then this should go in here. Oh, camera, I wish you weren't in my way. Oh yeah, that should work. All right, now, if I did that right, this should go right back on here. No, I don't think I put that together right. Nope. This part, I told you I never took one of these apart. This part goes on the outside of the pump tube. I know Rob and y'all looking at me like, no, dude, that's not how it goes. That goes there. Then this one goes there. Then this goes on there. Sometimes I have to actually stop the video and go back and see what the heck I did. Okay. All right, now we're going to make sure this valve is off. See, that does not look right, because it doesn't go all the way down. Let's see. Very carefully. Because it goes all the way that way. I'm learning while I'm doing it. So it can't go on that way, because it's got like a little half moon. So it can only go on one way, and that would be that way. Let's see. That's this way. See? It only goes up to there, and then it doesn't go all the way to the right, which I don't know if that's 100% right. I'm thinking while I'm doing this, because that would be all the way open, and that would be closed, but it doesn't seem like that would be closed. So let me pump her up and see what happens. That's not pumping too good. I didn't let that oil sit on that enough. Ooh, got some of that nastiness in there. Thought I cleaned that out. Oh, I didn't clean this out. I cleaned out the parts tube. Let me run a quick piece of paper towel down there. Oh yeah, we got some greenies in there. I think I got most of it out. This is most definitely not a how-to. Okay, that looks pretty clean. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this oil in here. All right. Very pliable. We'll give it another shot. Alright, let's feel that. Ah, it feels much better. Yes. Let's see if I can hear anything. I don't hear anything. Huh. I'm not 100% sure that this is lined up the way it's supposed to be. Because I would think the valve needs to go in as far as possible, and then when it turns, I'm not 100% sure. Extreme left and then off position, which is facing that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some fuel in it. We'll put this burner on. We don't need the rest of that frame, I don't believe, to light it. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Let me get some fuel. I'll be right back. Let's get some fuel in this puppy. Alright, let's get the pump back in. And let's follow the instructions. Blah, blah, blah. Turn valve on 3 seconds. That's to let the fuel come into the preheater, but we're going to use denatured alcohol. Apply a match and allow it to burn for 1 minute. Open valve to vertical light position until flame is blue. So we obviously going to need pressure. Alright, let's put a little denatured alcohol in this burner cup. Let's light that. Let that heat up. Let's clear everything out of the way. And we have our extinguisher over here. We'll let that heat up for about a minute or so, and I'll bring you back. All right, it's been about a minute. Whoops, sorry for banging the camera. It's still going. I'm gonna let it cook for another second or two. All right, let's see what happens. Whoa! We got ignition! Oh yeah, baby! Check that out! It's a runner! Let's see if it settles down. Looks like I don't need this can, but we'll keep it handy. Man, that thing is roaring. Like Rob was telling me, these were made for fast boils. They're not made for simmering. But man, that thing is cranking, huh? Look at that. Woo! 1966 Mil Spec. Wow. Holy cow, that thing is roaring. I would guess the vaporizer needs to be cleaned maybe. Or maybe I'll get lucky like Rob and I'll shut it off, and when I turn it back on, it'll turn blue. Yeah, I'm just going to let it burn for a minute. Holy cow, man. That's a roaring fire. Wow. Alright, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to shut this off. Okay, so that answers the valve question because it shuts off. I'm going to let that cool down. I'm going to put this back on. And we're going to light it up again. And hopefully it held pressure and it burns blue. So I'm going to let that cool down. That was red hot, so it's going to need a few minutes. So I'll bring you back. All right. So on this frame, there's a little stud that sticks down that stops this valve from going too far right. So that answers that question. So it's still a little warm. So I'm going to see if I could light it up without having to preheat it again. There she goes. Whoa, there's that fireball Rob was talking about. Man. Guess I got a little fuel in there. Whew, man, fuel spitting out all over the place. Let me light that back up. Let me let that settle in before I crank it all the way up. Actually got a blue flame. That's a big old fireball right there. Woohoo! Yeah, I got a little bit of orange flame. But man, that thing is roaring. Holy cow. I was almost ready to put my little makeshift snuffer on there. It was a smoking. Wow. That thing is roaring. Holy cow. All right. I'm going to try like what Rob did when he shut it on and off and see if it settles in a little bit. Give it a couple more pumps. Now I hear, let me try to get my, I have to move the camera. I want to see if I can hear anything. Yeah, I feel, I hear fuel coming out. I don't know if you can hear that, but the flame is trying to light. I think that's what that giant fireball was. Might need that vaporizer. No, look at that. Rob, it worked. It's blue. Check it out, folks. Wow. That is so cool. I'll tell you what, if I was going to take this out to the field, I'd probably swap the vaporizer out with the brand new one, or at least the one that's over here, or, you know, and then clean it out, you know, clean it really good. But like I was telling Rob, I just wanted to see if it worked, and I didn't want to, I gotta lower this thing though, it's so loud. Like I was saying, this is not something I'm taking out, you know, to use to cook anything on. I mean, I may cook something on it in the future just for demo purposes, but what I wanted this for was a display piece. My first Mil Spec stove. I have my eye out for a Mil Spec lantern, and again, you know, I love restoring these old lanterns and stoves, but I also love when they're totally original and I don't have to do any restoring. So that's why I left everything pretty much as it was. You know, I didn't remove the patina off of the fuel cap. I didn't remove the patina off of the valves. Basically, it's just cleaned. And again, certain things, you know, like antique paintings and furniture, you don't even want to clean them, you know. But for this, sitting on the shelf, it's going to look beautiful. I'm really, really happy with it. And I hope you enjoyed that, watching me fumble through that. But again, if you want to learn more details about these, definitely go check out Rob's channel, Coleman Restoration and Repair, or the Bluegrass Bushcraft channel. He's a wealth of knowledge on these things, but I'm extremely pleased with this. It's going to look good. So, you know I'm going to say it. I'm sending you all much, much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed seeing this Mil Spec 1966 Rogers stove, and we'll see you on the next one.